You all notice that? In every situational, right, above the picture, there's always a sentence of information. You must use this information. Is that clear? It's there for a purpose. But a lot of you forget it, ignore it, or don't actually pay attention to it. I say again, there is always a line of text here that's above the picture, and it's always ignored by, I don't know why, all the pupils, okay? So please don't ignore this line of text. It's very important. It gives you the context, and it must appear somewhere in your writing. I'll show it to you later. Okay, I'll highlight where this context takes place. And every piece of information in the dialogue, all the dialogue sections, everything that you can see here, you must try to include in some way, even if they are not part of your 6 content points. Do you understand? It's the same as oral. Like I prepare a meal for you, I painstakingly design this question like this, right? Why do you think I did it? Because I want you to use everything. It's there for a reason. Nothing is by accident, because everything is placed there by design. So if you ignore it, you are going to leave some marks on the table, which is why many of you score 10 or 11 for your situational writing when you could easily be scoring 14 or 15. Simply use everything, right? Don't leave anything behind. Every piece of information here, just put it in, even if it's not directly related to the 6 content points. Link it up together. So let's go, okay? And again, I promise to finish close to 12:15 latest, okay? Hold me to it, okay? 12:15, then I'll let you all go for your lunch. And I'm sorry if I hold you back even further than that, okay? Hold on, let me just, where is it? Okay, all right, here we go. All right, let's do this together, okay? Let's do this collaboratively. Let's do this quickly. Okay, Shani, what's the first thing I should write?
The date.
Yes, okay, but sorry, before that, thank you. Just remember that you are Kit, right? You're writing to your email to your, oh, sorry, I should just do all of this, sorry. Okay, so imagine you are Kit, so this is who you are, and I'm going to need my full name, right? So can I give myself a surname? Claire, don't roll your eyes at me. Give me a surname.
Tan.
Okay. Kit Tan. Okay, not Kit Chan. Okay. Shani, George Washington, is it? No, okay. Don't use funny names that you cannot spell. Just keep it localized and contextualized. I don't want some American suddenly popping up, former president, date 500 years, suddenly appearing in an email. Thank you very much. Okay. So imagine you are Kit, and then immediately, if it's a formal email, add a last name, Kit Tan. I don't want to know what Kit Washington, what nonsense. Okay. Just keep it to Kit Tan will do. Localize it, contextualize it. Write an email to your form teacher. Form teacher, so straight away, form teacher means that your form teacher knows which class you are from, right? Please don't go introduce yourself. My name is Kit Tan from Primary 5B. Your form teacher obviously knows which class you are from. Okay, so be aware of this. Sometimes there's no necessity to introduce where you are from if the person is close to you. Please, if you are writing to your, to a relative, please don't write, I am, dear father, I'm writing to you as your son. Please don't do that, okay? Please do not introduce yourself when it's not necessary. If your father doesn't know who you are in serious trouble. If your grandfather doesn't know who you are in serious trouble, okay? If your form teacher doesn't know who you are in serious trouble, okay? So please, there's no need to introduce yourself as from class 5B. You can say your name, okay? But you don't need to say from 5B, okay? So be aware, if you're writing to your form teacher, yes. But if you're writing to discipline master or principal, you need to say which class you are from, because then it's obvious that they need to know where to look for you, which classroom to go, right? So you need to include your class, right? Give her an update on the primary 1 orientation day. This is going to be the purpose statement, okay? Then what you and Ali already done, the 2 groups performing, what Ali and Zhu will be doing, how many activities sheets are needed, okay? So this one is 1, okay? This one is 2 and 3, okay? And then what Ali and Zul will be doing, sorry, let me just have a quick look here. Okay. Okay, and then this is 4 and 5, because Ali and Zul will be doing different things, right? Okay, and then how many activity sheets are needed are 6. So notice there are 6 content points here. Okay, so very quickly, let's identify the 6 points. before we carry on into writing. Oh dear, my highlighter is so thick. Okay, wait. Okay, right. What you and Ali have already done. Can someone tell me? What have you and Ali already done? Raise your hands. Tell me. Quick. Highlighting. Quick, quick, quick. The faster, the better. Duncan?
The banner for the P1 orientation day.
Okay. Where do you get that from? Where do you get that from?
They said it is made already. Where?
Yeah, okay. Sorry, hold on. Okay. So this banner, both of you made looks great. Okay, so both of you here refers to you and Ali, right? Okay, so you and Ali, okay, so you are Kit, right? This is you, this is who you are. You are Kit, here. This is who you are, okay? So you and Ali have already made the banner. Okay, very good. Second one, the two groups performing in the concert. What are the two groups performing in the concert? Anyone? Dia?
The choir group and the dance club.
Okay, so the choir group, okay, and the dance club, okay. Very good. Okay, then what Ali and Zul will be doing? Okay. So can anyone tell me what Ali will be doing? Okay, quick, Dia.
Ali will be dancing.
Where do you get that from?
When Zul talks, he says thanks, Ali. Oh no. It's wrong.
No, absolutely not. That is a mistake. Read carefully. What is Ali and Zul going to be doing? You
Mr.
must
Tan,
read
can I
carefully,
answer?
Yes, go ahead, Dia.
Ali will work on the program sheet.
Very good. So down here, I'll start working on the program sheet tonight. Okay. So Ali is going to be working on the program sheet. What is Zul going to be doing? Zul is the boy in the middle, right? What is Zul going to be doing? Someone besides Dia, please. Ariel?
Ali is the middle person. Zul is the one doing the
Oh, I'm sorry.
program
Yes.
sheet.
Ali is the middle person. That's right. Okay. Yes. Carry on. Yeah, Ariel, go on. So what's the other person going to be doing? Okay, Jairus, Namai.
Yeah. He will ask the leader of the choir for the titles of the songs.
Okay. So just to clarify, okay, Ali is the person in the middle, right? So Ali will ask the leader of the choir for the titles of the songs that will be performed. Zul will work on the program sheet. Okay, got it, everybody? So point 4 and 5, and how many activity sheets are going to be needed? This is very, very straightforward, Somebody just tell me how many activity sheets will be needed. Stephanie, birthday girl, how many?
120.
Yeah, it's over here, right? We will need at least 120 sets. Okay, so we have all 6 points. Point number 1 is what they already did. Point number 2 is what the two groups, choir and the dance club. Point number 3, what Ali and Zul are doing. So this is the tricky part. Be very careful, okay? So this one, the one on the left is Zul, okay? So this is point number 4, Zul. I'm just going to put Zul. And I'm going to put Ali. Okay, if you're not sure, please label, so you don't get confused. Because remember, if you get it wrong, it's going to affect your points later. So be very clear when, there is an uncertainty, just label the people. Okay, then 4 and 5, what Zul? I'm sorry, 4 and 5, wait. 4 and 5, sorry, this is 4 and 5. 4 and 5. Okay, so this is 5. And then this is number 6. Okay, so all right, all good. Okay, we are good to get started already. We can include all the information into our writing. Okay, now let's go into writing. Okay. Okay. Again, just now Shani said date, right? So what date should I use here? So I'm writing to update my teacher, right? On what happened in today's discussion. So what should the date be then? If I'm writing to update my teacher, Kanish?
10 of October 2022.
Right. So later I can use the word today, right? 10 October. And here the date must be this format. Please don't write 10/10/2022. Yeah, is that clear? Do not write your date as 10/10/2022. I taught you only one date format. Please only use one date format, okay? 10 October, spell out the word October. Please don't spell it wrongly. Capital letter O because it's a month and it's a proper noun. 2022. Please don't put -22. Just put 2022, right? Full form. Then next, salutation. I am writing to my form teacher. What is my form teacher's name, Jairus?
Mrs. Lee.
So, dear Mrs. Lee. And please do not write full name. Don't write dear Mrs. Cassandra Lee because it sounds very threatening when you use a person's full name. Just dear Mrs. Lee will do. You do not need to use her full name. Then indent all the way to after the comma and start writing only on the next line after the comma. Okay? Next line after the comma. Are you all writing this down? Okay, very good. What is the first line that I always use? Brian?
Allow me to introduce myself.
Do you need to introduce yourself to your form teacher?
You just put I am Kit. Kit Tan.
Okay. What do you all think? If you are writing to your form teacher, do you need to introduce yourself or not? No. So there are formal email exceptions. Again, this is why I chose this email. There are situations where you do not need to introduce yourself. And it's very easy. I just tell you this, okay? Only your teacher, your form teacher. Okay? Everything else, discipline master, manager, principal, boss of what company, whoever, you must introduce yourself. Okay? So 95% of the time, introduce yourself. But if you're writing to your teacher, please use a little bit of common sense. Don't need to introduce yourself. So if I don't introduce myself, I don't need the please allow me to introduce myself. I am Kit Chan from whatever. Don't need, right? So then I immediately go into my purpose statement. So what is my purpose statement here? And how do I write my purpose statement in a formal tone? Yes, Ganesh?
I am writing to update you on the P1 orientation day.
Okay. Now, do you find that this is a little bit too skimpy for the first paragraph? Something else needs to come here, don't you agree? Especially since we no longer have the padding of the introduction. Now, this is where the contextual information comes in. Do you see here, this part here? You see this part here? You hear? Can you see this part here? This is where I will use this part. Okay? So, now, okay, so just to check, so you have a discussion after school on 10 October 2022. Okay, then again, if you are insecure, you can always write the date again. Okay, so dear Mrs. Lee, I am writing to update you on the P1 orientation day after a discussion I had with Zul and Ali after school today, 10th October 2022. Now, why is this important? Because the discussion is what you are updating the teacher on. Okay, that is why it is important, right? So the contextual information must be used in this case. And this will pad you and make you ready for the next paragraph, which is where the details of the update will take place, okay? And you must always remember, yes, Jairus, go ahead.
How does Mrs. Lee know that it's Kit that's writing to her?
Did you forget that we will sign off later? Right? Did you forget that at the end of the email, there will be a yours sincerely, Kit Tan? Okay, so would your teacher be able to recognize you simply by your name alone? Would you, Jairus? Yes, right? If you signed off an email to Mr. Lim or to myself with your name, Jairus, right? Would I be able to recognize you? Yes, what? I won't need you to introduce yourself to me because you are my student, you are important to me. I've seen your name hundreds and millions of times already, okay? So no need to introduce yourself. Again, I reinforce that, but good question, thank you. Right, so now I'm ready to go into the second paragraph and I'm going to give my teacher all of the information. Okay, so Ali, so again, it's not me and Ali. You all like to use me first. Never put me first. Me is an object pronoun. Object pronoun cannot come to the front one. It's either I or Ali. Okay, so Ali and I have completed the banner for the event. Okay, now Ali and I, how do I know it's correct? Ali has completed, I have completed, right? You split it that way. If you wrote me and Ali, for example, me and Ali have completed, wrong. Why? Because me have completed, cannot what? Me have completed, cannot, it doesn't work. Okay, so Ali and I have completed. This is your most common grammatical error. Me and somebody. Never do me and somebody. It's always somebody and I. Put your I second place, right? James and I, Alex and I, father and I, mother and I, sister and I. I always comes second. Is that clear, everybody? Everybody understand? I must come second. I cannot come first. And don't put me first. Me is an object pronoun, cannot appear as a subject. It's an object pronoun, okay? So Ali and I have completed the banner for the event. So that's point number one, okay? The two groups, so you see, what you and Ali have already done, Ali and I have already completed, already. I just copied the sentence. Two groups performing in a concert, I just copy. The two groups performing in the concert are the choir and the dance, is it? The dance club. Now, if you want to be very thorough, include all the information about the choir and the dance club. Okay, so down here, who will be performing two songs, and the dance club, who will be preparing two dance items. So I just copy. Okay, while this information is not asked for, it is important contextual information. Why? Because your teacher needs to know what these groups will be doing what. So even though it's not asked for, right, it is important information and it will affect your marks. Again, if you're not sure, just include it in. Can't go wrong, okay? Additional information is not bad, but just make sure you have the essential information, which is A, what you and Ali have already done. We have already made the banner. B, what are the two groups who are performing? They are the choir and the dance club. Then you can add the additional information. Ariel, what is it?
Choir will be performing 3 songs, not 2 songs.
Oh, okay. Is it 3 songs? I'm sorry. I apologize. Thank you for that. Okay. So performing 3 songs, right? Thank you. Okay. So 3 songs. And then later I can link this to the task that Zul has to perform. Okay. So done. So I have 2 groups. Okay. And then let's see. Okay. Ali will ask the leader for the titles of the songs. Okay. Ali will ask the leader of the choir for the titles of the songs, and Zul will, okay, what will Zul do? Zul will start working on the program sheet tonight. Okay. So again, I just copy. Don't be creative. Just copy what is in the text. Exactly what is there. See, Zul, I'll start working on the program sheet tonight. Okay. So Zul will start working on the program sheet tonight. Why tonight? Because it's the 10th of October. Okay. So remember my date is going to help me when I say the word tonight. My date is going to help me when I say the word tonight. Okay, 10 October, tonight. Full stop. So I've already completed point 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last point, point 6. Okay, so over here, point 6. How about the activity sheets for the P1 pupils? We will need 120 sets. Okay, so I need to copy this entire thing. The activity sheets for the P1 pupils, not just the activity sheets. Right? How many activity sheets we needed? I need to tell my teacher that is for the P1 pupils. Okay, so we will need to prepare 120 number, don't spell out, number, just write 120, 20 sheet activity sheets for the P1 pupils. Okay. Very simple, right? This is actually a very easy email if you don't fall into the trap of introducing yourself. Okay, so this email is obviously set up to trap people who are memorizing the format and then they just go and introduce themselves to ridiculous effect. You don't introduce yourself to your form teacher, right? So if you don't fall for that trap, the rest of this email is quite straightforward. Okay, as I'm doing this, I hope y'all can see. So my last paragraph, again, remember the burger bun, right? Top paragraph is always polite statement and then purpose statement. Last paragraph, right, is always purpose statement, then polite statement. It's like a mirror of each other. Okay? Jairus, yes?
I thought it's you will need to prepare because isn't it her that's preparing the activity sheets?
Oh, okay. Thank you for that. Good point. What was it? How many activity sheets are needed? We will need at least, does it say that? Oh, yes, it does. Mrs. Lee is preparing those. Okay, very good. Thank you very much. Good point. Okay, so that's an error. Okay, so we will need to, you will need to prepare. No, actually, we is okay. Do you know why we is okay, Jairus? Jairus, you know why not? Because we includes the teacher now. It does, right? We is like including everybody in this project, including the teacher. So yes, it's good. Okay, it's good. Okay, it's fine. So we is okay. I will not change we to you. In fact, if I change to you, it sounds like I'm ordering my teacher to prepare the worksheets, which may not be very appropriate. Okay, because I cannot order my teacher to do anything. Okay, Ken? Stephanie, don't play with the effects, please. Thank you. Very distracting. Okay, now let's go to the last paragraph. So the last paragraph is always the purpose statement, call to action, polite statement, right? So what is the purpose statement, call to action? Okay, what do you want your teacher to do in this email? This is very tricky. You must be very careful here, right? Brian?
I hope you
Okay, I hope it's correct. I hope
you are able to help with the P1 orientation day event.
Is that what you want your teacher to do? Help with the event? Really? Is that what you want the teacher to do? Help with the event? Is that anywhere in the here? No, right? Mrs. Lee is not going to be directly involved in the event, Okay. Kanish?
I hope you will prepare the 120 activity sheets for the primary 1 pupils.
Nope. You cannot be so rude to your teacher. I hope you will prepare. Is that how you talk to your teacher? No lah. Okay, you're asking your teacher, right? So I hope that you, Dia.
I hope that you agree with the updates that we made for the primary 1 P1 orientation day.
No, there's nothing to agree with. It's just an update. Update doesn't require agreement. So no. Kanish is on the right track, but Kanish's tone is wrong. You cannot tell the teacher to prepare the things for you, right? You cannot say, I hope that you will prepare the 120 worksheets in time. You can't. It's very rude, right? So how do you phrase it in a polite way so that it doesn't sound offensive? Ariel?
I hope that you will be able to fulfill my request.
I hope that you will be able to help us. Please help us. You're asking for help, right? I hope that you will be able to help us prepare the activity sheets in time for the orientation. Okay, so that's your request to her. What? You wrote this to her to update her. You already updated her. Okay, so your first purpose, I'm writing to update you. Done. Your second purpose, I hope that you can help us prepare the activity sheets. Must come here. Okay, nothing to ask for agreement. Dia, do you understand? When you're updating someone, there's nothing for agreement. It's just for them to know only. So don't need to ask for agreement. Okay, so I hope that you will be able to help us prepare the activity sheets in time for the orientation. Why? Because you want to make sure that these materials will be ready in time. And you need Mrs. Lee's help. Right? So that's why you're asking. I hope that you will be able to help us prepare the activity sheets in time for the orientation. Okay, then polite statement, end of, what is it? Okay. Yes, someone else. Jafina?
Thank you for your kind attention.
Thank you. And likewise, I thank everyone because I'm 2 minutes over, but we are done. Thank you for your kind attention. And how do I sign off here? What's the easiest and safest way to sign off a formal email? Dia?
Yeah, sincerely.
Because I know the recipient, right? As we agreed on, Kit Tan. Okay? Please don't do your student, right? Yours, your warm regards, don't. Just yours sincerely, Kit Tan. So just a quick check. Do I have my beginning purpose statement? I do. Do I have my contextual information? I do. Do I have my first point? I do. Do I have my second and third points? I do. Do I have my fourth and fifth points? I do. Do I have my sixth point? I do. Do I have my end purpose call to action? Yes, I do. Okay. And do I have my end polite statement? Yes, I do. So that way, I am very confident that this is a 15 upon 15 situational writing. Very achievable, correct? So if you compare between what we did for composition and what we are doing now for situational writing, which one is obviously easier to score? Right? Yeah, obviously this one, this right here is where you will get your 15 upon 15. And if you get this 15 upon 15, you don't have to worry so much about your composition. If you just pass your composition with a 25 and you get 15 for your writing, you will already be in the 70 over zone for your paper one. Okay, it's that easy. 15 plus 25 is 40. 40 upon 55 is about 70-80% for your writing, just like that. And 25 is easy for you to achieve for compo. So the heart of this is do well for situational writing, then you don't have to be so stressed about your composition, right? Everything else is a bonus. Imagine if you get 30 for your composition and 15 for your situational writing. You are already in the band 2 level for your paper 1. Very achievable. Okay, everybody, all clear? So that's why I drilled you a lot on email, because I think email is the foundation, not composition. Build on a good, strong foundation of a full mark for your email, then your composition will follow accordingly. Okay? Now, next year, we'll go into more of composition techniques, but this year, this is where I want you to land. Do well for situational. Focus on getting it right? Go through the same elements again and again, exercise yourself. And then for compo, focus on the 4 emotions: happy, sad, worried, stressed. Okay, I'm sorry, happy, sad, worried, excited. Okay, these 4 emotions, worry and stress is the same. These 4 emotions, and if you need extra vocabulary list, let me know. Ken, I will give you a targeted one. So I end the session here. If you finish writing this down or typing this out, you may leave. Thank you very much. Enjoy yourselves. Have a good restful weekend. Don't work too hard. All right. Don't be too stressed. You're all prepared. You're all good. Okay. You will be fine on Monday. I didn't do any listening, but you all just do your best for listening. I will remind you again. Okay. All right. Bye. Thank you all for spending your Saturday with me.
Bye.
Happy birthday, Stephanie. Bye.
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 Yes, Brian, you raise your hand.
Bye. Bye.
Mr.
Bye.
Kang, why do you